Welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Noah Syndergaard will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
The 1-2. This is foul right side. Now another 1-2. Slider strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Career numbers versus Syndergaard, just a 1 for 9. 1 out, nobody on. Hit well on the ground to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Ready now for the Marlins, Justin Bour. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And a ball 1-0. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Roll, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's Starlin Castro, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side, and multiple.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Dan Straley is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Brinson is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's an absolute ribby machine. Top 5 in the NL and RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
2-0 count. The pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Prado was there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Up next for Miami, JT Realmuto, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
There's a chopper fouled off to the left as the count moves to 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Grounded to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Scott Van Slyke. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Now a bouncing ball hit to Frazier down at third. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's 0 for 5. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Missed with a slider.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. First pitch coming. Here it is. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Right over the middle, knee high.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Too high. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Dietrich moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Todd Frazier now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Cespedes stands at first with 1 out. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Hit hard to third. Prado's up with it. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Striding into the box, Lewis Brinson, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. In there, strike 1. Brinson, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Stepping into the box, Dan Straley. The 0-1 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Miami down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next for the Mets, Adrian Gonzalez. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's 0 for 5. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Two-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dietrich is under this one, and he's got it for the first out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Rojas over to his left, and there's out number 2.
Batting ninth, catcher, Devin.
In now, Devin Meserably, and he'll put his 9-game hitting streak on the line in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Rojas is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Martin Prado now.
Leading off for Miami.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Bour comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit to third. Frazier is there. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Ahmed Rosario. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Brinson is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot as Dribble Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fly ball out toward right field. Brinson's in pursuit. And that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. One and one. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
3-1 now. Yoenis Cespedes would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Called strike two, and now it's full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
On the move is Van Slyke. And the 4, still tied, 0-0. Ready for another chance? JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Realmuto gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bruce on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So digging in now, Scott Van Slyke. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed to the upper deck. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 0-1 in the dirt, and now let's see, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw, and he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. Halfway home, still no score. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Now the 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Hard hit toward the hole. And that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Two 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Called strike, and that'll run it full. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So striding in, Todd Frazier. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2. Frazier is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least that he'll be on the squad, if not starting.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the all-star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And that gets him on the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. 6th inning coming up. Still zip. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dan Straley. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Oh, and that is right there for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Cespedes, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, you talked about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-1. Right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Martin Prado now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Prado has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Too high. Ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Justin Bour. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Straley over at second. Rojas at first, 1 gone. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
And that'll get down out there. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the right.
Now batting, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
Standing in now, J.T. Realmuto. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
One ball, one strike.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you have a look there at the Marlins leaderboard, you can see he currently ranks 2nd in that department. First offering on its way. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Four runs here in this half inning. Grounded to the right. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
Here's Scott Van Slyke as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Soft liner to the left side. That's in there. Base hit. Realmuto rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I wanted to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Roy. One of the things I think in base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Up next from Miami, Dan Straley. And they're runners at the corners now. And look out. Now that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Rojas. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Dietrich at third, Brinson on second, Straley at first, 2 out in the inning. 1-2 now. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as this suddenly is now a 7-0 ball game.
You know, Hero, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit. Here's Adrian now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Brinson is there to make the play, and Adrian's retired on just 1 pitch. Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
No balls and 1 strike. That average for him up in the 360s now. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Syndergaard hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in a proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe, but sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that Seth Lugo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready for another shot now, Justin Bour. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Second baseman, Starlin.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
A ball and a strike.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Hit hard to short. Rosario brings it in to Cabrera for one. Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
On a line, that's a base hit. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
And he lays off for ball 1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. We'll move on. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Dietrich is in pursuit. 1 away. Here now is his dribble Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Rojas ranging up the middle. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Lugo.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Seth Lugo. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
3-2 full count. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Man at first after the 2-out walk. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Mets strand 1. Still 8-0. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Dan Straley. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
2 out, nobody on.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fly ball out toward right field. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. Miami down in order as the lead holds. Ready once again, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-1. Fouled away. Hit hard up the middle. Rojas up the middle. And that's the first out.
Pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
Striding in once again, Todd Frazier. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. So close, but with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Boy, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th D-roll, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Ready with the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bouncer down the line, but that one rolls foul.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Ready on 1-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And ready now for the Marlins, Martin Prado. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman, Justin.
Digging in, Justin Bohr. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ready for another chance, Starlin Castro. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter. He doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, as it remains an 8-0. Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. Mesoraco is on his way home. The relay throw to third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Well, that didn't take long to get a run on the board this inning.
Yeah, they made it look easy, didn't they? Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Rosario at third with nobody out. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade it out for a run that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Jose Reyes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And tough duty to bunt off the bench like that, but he gets this one down. And he is out at first as Reyes couldn't quite beat out the bunt that time. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Previously against Junichi Tozawa, he's gone 2 for 8.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there and just brought it home after that.
8-2 tonight's final. Miami rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Dan Straley earns the win, his second, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Noah Syndergaard struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.